Alright guys, crazy new low weigh-in today, 210.6. That's 2 pounds lower than my lowest weigh-in so far. Today is going to be a higher calorie day, just because I do feel very flat. Like I've told you guys in my last video, we went to the river last weekend, Memorial Day, and I like doubled my calories on my high day because I'm an asshole. And so I have done very moderate days this entire week, right around 230 protein, 220 carb, and about 60 fat have been my macros for the last week. And that's honestly been pretty brutal for me because my body's used to eating a lot more than that. I know a lot of you, especially people who do not implement higher carbs, are like, oh my god, there's so many carbs. But hey, your metabolism adapts to what you put on it, right? So my off season I was up to 720 grams of carbs a day, well over 100 grams of fat, and my protein was sitting right at about 210, 215. So I was pretty up there in carbs and fats, so my body is used to metabolizing those a little bit better. That's just why I keep them relatively higher to most people, you know? Well, it's just about what works best for you. So today we are doing 220 protein, 330 carb, and 50 fat. And yeah, let's make breakfast. Maybe I'll do a full day of eating today. I don't know, I've already done a full day of eating, so I don't know, maybe I'll just kind of vlog today and see what happens. I don't have anything exciting today, so I'll try to find something exciting to do. Alright guys, so breakfast on this high carb day today. I got one little guy still cooking, but we have 1 full cup of Krusteaz buttermilk pancake mix, 1 scoop of Unico Nutrition's Apollo cookie and cream dream shake. This is the best freaking protein powder to make pancakes with, straight up. Don't even at me. You can use NK Fit and it'll save you 20% at unico.com. Honestly, you're an idiot if you haven't done it yet because it's so good. And then we have 1 cup, we have a small omelet today. Keeping fats a little lower today to save up for calories on this high day. And so we just have 1 cup of egg whites and like 15 big ass handfuls of spinach. So gonna get some, oh my god, look at that. Gonna get some Walden Farms on that, some pink Himalayan salt on that, eat this, and then do some other things. Alright guys, got my pre-workout meal. We have 110 grams of mini wheats, 1 cup of almond milk. I was just going to do the strawberry ones, but I didn't have enough. And then the macros for the strawberry and the brown sugar cinnamon are the same, so I just finished it off with that. So I'm going to eat this, and then it's currently 9 o'clock, going to go work out. I'm going to leave to work out in about an hour, so going to get this in. Might do a half cup of oatmeal also, just because I do have 1.5 cups to eat today, so I'll see how I feel after I eat this. Yep, I was right. Half a cup of oatmeal. Going to put pink Himalayan salt, Walden Farms in it, and then head to the gym. I don't think I'm going to film today. Today is arm day for me. 30-second rest for arms today in between every set. Probably 45 actually. 45-second rest in between everything. I don't have anybody working out with me, so it's going to be hard to film, especially at 24. So I apologize. So I think I am just going to turn this into a full day of eating. Ash and I are going to go see the new Baywatch later once she gets off work. So stay tuned for that, and then I'll probably do, you know, I'll figure something to make this vlog a little more interesting. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch up with you guys after the gym. Alright guys, home, back from the gym. Honestly, I had a phenomenal workout because I crammed in so many carbs post-workout. Then I just had a cup of oatmeal with a scoop of protein, made protes, and then I had 4 rice cakes with peanut butter after that. So I'm pretty much done with my carbs for today already, and it is
only 2:32 p.m. I only have about 150 grams of potatoes left. New video is currently uploading, so if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out. We are actually gonna go see, I already told you guys earlier, we're gonna go see Baywatch tonight down in Carmel Mountain, and then Ashton and Devin are gonna go to Baked Bear afterwards, and I'm gonna watch.
In
the car, I got both of my meals packed. Look at that. Oh, fuck, look at those calves, bro. Just kidding. I got 6 ounces of chicken with a bunch of asparagus, and then my last meal is what I had in my last video for dinner. My dinner's pretty much the same, I love it. Ground beef, egg whites, potatoes, spinach, and asparagus. So, Ashton has a business meeting right now at her gym, her gymnastics gym. And then after that, we are all gonna go to Baked Bear first. I'm gonna watch them get ice cream, and I'm gonna be fucking miserable. I literally loved Baked Bear. Like, you have no idea. That is like one of my favorite spots in San Diego. But we're all gonna go. They're all gonna go get that, and then we're gonna go watch Baywatch. I really wish you were watching Wonder Woman instead.
No, because he made us watch. What did you make us watch? Alien.
I didn't make us.
We didn't make us, but it was his suggestion.
Yeah, you're right. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Next weekend, next Sunday, we'll go.
Yeah,
we'll go. Yeah, I just fucking stuff my face with candy and donuts the whole movie.
Yep.
All right, guys. Just pulled up to Baked Bear, which is actually right next. There's Baked Bear, and then the movie theater is right there, so that's super convenient. Except for the fact that I can't have Baked Bear. So, gonna go in here. I have my dinner that I brought, so I'm just gonna eat that. Like, we're probably gonna eat outside, so I don't have to stink up that place with this, but gonna go inside and watch Ashton enjoy herself. 1 week, baby. 1 week. Someone got the lemon bar. You gotta be kidding right now. Look at that thing. You wanna explain to us what you got?
I got a funfetti cookie on the bottom with cake batter, ice cream, and a donut with glaze and powdered sugar on top.
Okay.
It's good.
So she's gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat this. Hang on. So we got asparagus, egg whites, lean ground beef, potatoes, Frank's Red Hot, and spinach. So I'm gonna eat this, she's gonna eat that. Then we're gonna go inside and watch the movie. I'm gonna leave everything in the car. So we will let you guys know how the movie went once we see it. All right. Baywatch. Out of 10. 10. All right, good morning, guys. I did not check in with you this morning. I honestly had a lot of clients check in on Sunday mornings now, and it's just got pretty hectic. And I was doing some computer work for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Had my breakfast, then just went and hit back. Just like a little bit of back, some abs, and my cardio. Today's peak week, day one of peak week. And my post-workout meal right now, I already had majority of my carbs today for pre-workout. So I'm pretty much almost capping off all of them except for some potatoes later tonight. Right now, post-workout, so we have a scoop of Unico Nutrition's chocolate peanut butter. You guys can use NKFit as a discount code to get 20% off. Half a cup of oatmeal and 1 chocolate chip cookie dough Pop-Tart, broken up in there, also toasted, with some Walden Farms and some salt. And then we have 4 lightly salted rice cakes with 2 servings of white chocolate wonderful peanut butter, also with Walden Farms and some salt. So going to eat this, almost done with gallon 1, it's 11:30, and then we are going grocery shopping, and then we're gonna go down to the mall. There's like an outdoor mall here, it's called Fashion Valley Mall. We're gonna go walk around, take you guys with us, and then we are gonna do, I know I do a lot of grocery hauls, but I'm gonna take you guys through the grocery store and show you exactly what I'm buying, what I'm looking for, and why for this peak week. Dab. Do it. Dab on them. Dab on them. Do it.
I will never do that.
Dab. Okay. Go for a cool ride. Alright guys, going to rapid fire these questions in between the clips right here of me walking around the grocery store. So the first question I got was, do you front load or back load for peak week? And me personally, I back load, but what I will do is, so say the Saturday and Sunday before peak week, I will do almost 2 higher carb days in a row just to kind of keep myself from getting too flat, and then I will drastically taper and deplete, not drastically, but relatively drastically deplete Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday will be my quote-unquote most aggressive load day. That way, when Friday comes around, I can kind of gauge if I need to add in more, or I need to pull back a little bit, or I need to keep everything the same. So that's just my way. That's what works best for me. Next question, when do you cut water? I actually do not cut water. When you guys cut water, you release a hormone called aldosterone, which actually makes your body store more water and makes it a lot harder for you to lose the water weight that you're trying to lose. So I keep the water high. Your muscles store about 70% water in their cells. So if you're pulling water, you're also going to be pulling the fullness of those muscles. It's going to be very hard to get a pump and to transport carbs and glycogen into your glycogen stores if you're cutting that water flow. So I keep my water in relatively high, about 2.5 to 3 gallons the whole time.
Alright, stop 1. Spare a guy. A bunch.
Next question of this Q&A is, how many carbs do you use to carb up on? And I would personally not like to answer this because every single person is going to be 100% different based off of what your off-season calories are at, how many carbs you've been prepping on, how your metabolism handles carbs, have you been doing constant refeeds throughout your whole prep. So there is no black and white answer for this, but for me personally, I'll just tell you guys, Thursday, my carb load is going to be 450 grams, and for me, that's very conservative. My off season, I was up to about 720 grams of carbs a day, and I have been doing refeeds every 1 to 3 times a week, pretty much this entire prep. So for me, that's a very conservative carb load. Again, what works for me is not going to work for you. It's going to depend on your metabolism and what you have been doing up until peak week. How much do you increase cardio for peak week? I do not increase cardio. I actually taper cardio off. So I've been doing 30 minutes a day for the last 4 weeks of this prep. And today is Monday. Today will be my last day of 30 minutes. Then I will taper to 25, then 20, and then my last day of cardio will be this Thursday at 15 minutes. Again, that is what's working for me because of what I have done this entire prep. That will not necessarily work for you. Next question, what methods do I use to manipulate my sodium levels? I keep sodium pretty much the same the entire time, except for Friday. I will taper it back just a little bit near the end of the day to allow my body to pretty much get rid of anything else that it's holding on to, and then I get more of an effect when I add it back in to pump up before stage. But sodium is very crucial for regulation of going to the bathroom and peeing. So if you cut sodium, it's going to be harder to pee and actually release that water that you're trying to let go anyway. So I keep sodium levels pretty much the same that they've been the entire time for my prep, and that's what I recommend.
You cannot diet, lose weight, lose fat, or be in a calorie deficit at all without Frank's Red Hot. And that's a scientifically proven fact. So I'm gonna get this just to add some sodium to my meals other than salt throughout the week.
Next question is, do you feel like you look your best when you get a full 6 to 8 hours of sleep? And my answer is absolutely 100% yes. When you do not sleep enough, your body's going to release cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, which can cause a lot of water retention. It can be a very catabolic hormone, breaking down lean muscle tissue, and it's just very high, especially in a calorie deficit and A being peak week. If you're not getting enough sleep, the chances of that hormone escalating are a lot greater. So when I do get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, which I did last night, I woke up this morning feeling the leanest and tightest that I have this entire prep. And you're also fasting for longer if you're sleeping longer too. So your body is having more time to kind of even out its eating for that day prior. So I always recommend 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day, especially when you're on prep. Gonna fit in one more here. Why have you been eating so much asparagus lately? Asparagus acts as a natural diuretic, so it's also going to help pull water out and help you pee more. So asparagus is in 3 to 4 meals a day for me right now.
spinach so that you get forearms like Popeye.
Just a fast question here because my last one is going to be a pretty long answer, I feel like. What is the biggest thing you have learned about yourself during this prep? And I got to be honest, not much. I don't prep to, I don't compete to go pro, to go national. I just train a lot of people. I coach a lot of people who do compete. So I just think once a year I should practice what I preach. What I have learned is that I absolutely love not being in a deficit. I like my body more a little bit fluffier, a little bit stronger, fuller, and healthier than having the shredded six-pack look 24/7. So that's what I've learned, I guess.
Next, we're getting Cheerios, plain just because they're a lot. They're a very easy carb source to intake, especially when you're carving up, because I don't want to be super full the day before a show, and these are really easy to get a lot of carbs in and kind of just snack on throughout the day and not really notice them. So.
And the final question of this Q&A is Brick 7 House 7. Can you talk about how your peak week videos have changed, or your peak weeks have changed over time in your video? What have you tried in the past that maybe didn't work as well? I'm assuming some of this trial and error on how your body specifically responds. And that's exactly what it is. My very first show I ever did, I coached myself, and I pretty much didn't understand basic principles of carb loading or anything like that. I didn't deplete calories. I basically just added in sugar cookies every single day up until my show. I did 2 sugar cookies Monday, 3 Tuesday, 4 Wednesday, 5 Thursday. And you know, I didn't look bad on stage, but I just definitely could have looked a lot better because I was very lean. And but yeah, obviously that's not optimal. I wasn't tracking macros or anything like that. My second show, I did have somebody else coach me, and we did cut water. We did do very low carb. I lost about 30 pounds in 6 weeks, which for me is a lot, but for some people is not. It's just a very lower calorie, a very different approach than what I'm used to. I'm not saying that that approach was wrong. It just wasn't the approach that I felt was the best for my body and what I like to bring to the stage. You know, I'm not a fan of the very lean, hard, dry, super bodybuilding look for men's physique. I think men's physique's a little bit softer and a little more attainable, like beach body wise. So that's just the package that I personally try to bring to the stage. So we also did manipulate sodium. We cut out water. Like I said, we were very low carb. My carb up was not that many carbs either, and I had a very hard time getting a pump backstage and just feeling full. I just felt very flat. Again, not knocking any coach or anything like that. It just didn't work best for my body. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't understand when they go on a coach for their first show, is that the coach needs to learn your body too. A coach isn't just going to hop into a prep with you and be able to dial you in perfectly their first time, because everybody's body's different. That's why with my girls, when they come to me and they want to just prep, I recommend an off season first so I can kind of build up their metabolism and get it to where I think is functioning the most efficiently and properly, so that their prep's a lot easier and I know how their metabolism is, what they've been eating in their off season, etc. As for this peak week, I am trying something different, obviously, than I normally am. Like I said, I did 2 higher days earlier. Now I'm depleting Monday through Wednesday and doing a very aggressive load probably Thursday and Friday. So again, it is all trial and error on your body. And if I'm going to try new tactics, I'm going to try it on myself first before I implement it on other clients. Or if I'm going to implement it on a client, I'm going to ask them and tell them my game plan first and see if they're comfortable with that. So that's going to conclude this Q&A and this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We are 5 days out. I feel good and I'm ready to go. And I will catch up with you guys in the next video. Thank you again for watching.